Ice water turn Atlantic, like calling in a fan. Told them, hold it, don't you panic. Took an island, felt the magic. Drop the roof, more expansion.
Bum, boog it up. Brrrr.
Real intro though?
Anyways, okay.
Do the thing.
Well, I already did.
Okay.
I did it. There we go. Welcome back, guys. Episode 5, therapy session of the week with JK. It's just a podcast. How's it going? You and you.
Well, thank you. I guess we got to make this quick because I'm paying you by the hour.
Yeah, I don't have the funds. We don't have any money.
To quote Tom Segura, wrap this shit up.
Let's go ahead and wrap this shit up. I just got here, but go ahead and...
But like, awesome. Yeah.
Welcome back, both of us. This is a week after last episode for you guys. This is the next day for us, as you can note by the change of top half attire.
I got a haircut. I'm not sure you noticed.
Were you wearing a hat? Do you wear your hat?
Wore a hat yesterday.
Do you wear your hat last week?
Yeah, last week.
For sure.
Yeah.
I was wearing a different hat last week.
And I usually put my hair straight back, and now I'm kind of pushing it to one side.
Oh, it looks good though.
I don't know how I feel about it. You're the only person who's ever said anything nice about it.
Me?
Thanks.
I don't know. Your lady liked it. No, she asked you if you liked it.
It's true. That's kind of her way of saying, as long as you like it, honey.
Do you like it? Because if you like it, I'm going to agree with you. But if you don't like it, then fuck that barber.
Because that's bullshit.
If you don't like it, then fuck the barber, and I'm going to have a word with the barber.
If we're going to go the distance, you need to be like, hey, you look really bad.
That's every relationship. Like, what, do you like it? You're like, honestly, not really good. I didn't either.
Thank goodness.
I don't think I could have kept that up.
That's got to go. Is that where this is headed? We're going to talk
about hair?
Relationship?
Oh, yeah. Hey, relationships. Yeah, for sure. I've been in a couple of hairy relationships. No, I'm going to. That was also a bad pun. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that. What was your worst date experience?
Funny.
Have you had a bad date experience?
Well, I mean, I had thought about that.
Just lightly flex and be like, nope, never had a bad date in my life. Never been on a date in my life. Never. That's the trick. You don't have a bad date if you never go on a date.
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, you're batting 0, but you've never had any plate appearances, so that's fine.
That's fine. I still made it to the bigs, even though I didn't play a game, dude.
I've never had a date where I needed to bolt. I've taken a girl out who I was not interested in, but I just humor her.
Yeah.
I just humor her, all right, let's go bowling and.
Yeah, I've done that. Let's see. See, I haven't really had any bad dates. That's good because I haven't either. I haven't had a bad date because I hate dates. I don't like dates. Dates to me are awkward. Granted, that's the worst thing as an adult to say. I hate dates.
Yeah, that's true. That does make you kind of sound like you're not the kind of guy that just wants to do intercourse.
No.
To do sex. That's kind of what it makes you sound like, but you're not that guy. I don't do dates. Just come over here.
Yeah, see, I'm not like that.
You're not that.
I don't like dates. I like casual encounters. I don't like forced casual.
I'm up in there at 7 a.m. just scrolling through. Okay.
Big advocate of the misconnection.
The misconnection.
Misconnection folder.
Yo, my heart goes out to that though, because I'm sure we've all been there at a point where you see somebody in a place and you've got no bead on who they are, what they are, but you're like, oh, I gotta write to the newspaper and say, hey, were you at Joseph Richards? Were you out front? And I was getting a kebab and...
Dude, shoot your shot to just any random girl. It's like, to the brunette girl with the blue eyes. You remember me? You remember this? Remember this? No, that whole category is just full of sad boys.
That's
just career sad boys, and I hope I'm never gonna be on it.
Career guys who are, where's my hug?
Career, where's my hug, guys?
Where's my hug? You know who you are.
We know.
Sorry if this is a wake up call.
We know a few of you, and if you're sitting at home, for sure you know who you are as well. Stop asking for where your hug is. It's never coming. Nah.
Well, that's the end of that bad relationship segment.
Yeah, just fuck my answer for sure. No, yeah, same. I haven't really had any bad dates. I had a girl try and fuck my good friend, not you. That sucked. But I guess that was weird because we weren't really together, but it was one of those you think it's going somewhere, And then next thing you know, he texts me saying, "Yo, she wants to fuck in the bathroom," and I'm like, "All right, I don't know what to do here." What do you mean? I don't know what I mean. I don't know what to do here.
Well,
of course, everyone should know what to do there. Get out.
It's not really like
Go.
It's not like what you have to do. It's just like you're just gonna kind of sit back there and get kind of not cucked, but like
I'm not gonna watch him fuck her.
yeah. But
And luckily, he was good enough that he was not interested at all and let me know. So appreciate that, dude. Big ups, man. Thank you. But yeah, I mean that's probably the worst thing. I don't really have any other ones other than that.
good. We really know how to pick them.
I've had this wasn't bad, but I ended up dating a girl for a little while who ended up being what's the word?
Lesbian.
No. An escort. Better.
Oh, you know what? The reason I think I only met that person once.
You did, yeah, only one.
But for some reason, I would always just not like I wouldn't openly shut her, but like I heard her name and I was like, really? How? Because the first time you told me about her, you're like, oh yeah, she had really bad breath, and I was like, that is instantly.
Oh my god, she did.
That is instantly off my radar. There's so many things that will get you just. If just bad breath is the first one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I ended up pursuing that.
Was the bad breath always there though?
No, I think she was just. I blamed it. I think she was just dehydrated.
She had that dry.
I think that was it. Because honestly,
like maybe coming off a cold.
Yeah, that's what I'm attributing it to, and that's what I'm sticking with. But that
Good, because
I was like on the list of. I was like pretty low on the list. So it's not something I was focusing
You're not
on.
bothered by that?
The bad breath? No, I was bothered by that, but I think in terms of severity.
As far as okay.
Actually, you know what? In terms of severity, that was probably the thing I was most bothered by. You can put the escorting and the porn like down there, because she also did adult videos. I'm not gonna say porn star. She was an adult actress. Is that the PC term? Adult actress?
I mean, to call yourself a porn star, you got to be a star, my dude.
There you go. Yeah, you really got to put the star in porn star.
If you have
That's
the
a good point.
audacity to be like, I'm a porn star, be like, if you were a porn star, I'm sure most people would have heard of you.
I'm trying to think of something that's I'm a porn. Yeah, just a porn actor. I'm a porn actor. That's why this thing keeps hitting me in the back of the head, man. God damn. This is something I wanted to talk about last week. Fucking R. Kelly, the boy. R. Kelly, king of not the king of R&B. That's a bold statement. He's in some deep shit, man. Dude's in a puddle. He's in some hot water.
For what?
His Lifetime documentary. This like, not sanctioned by him.
What was that thing he did? The Closet. That was his big.
Yeah. Like trapped in the closet.
He's not gay, is he?
I think he's experimental.
Cool.
I think he's like, just
It doesn't matter.
I think like if you came at him with like some shit, he'd be like, I'm down. But I don't think he would claim to be like gay.
But like gay. Okay, so what is it this time?
Basically, this Lifetime doc was supposed to come out, and he and his lawyer threatened to sue because it was slandering. It was slandering the fantastic name he had built up already. Basically, because it was a 3-day documentary or docuseries with a ton of these girls that had come forward like recently, like more recent accusations, on top of the ones that were years ago.
Oh, he's another one of these like sexual harassment kind of.
Yeah. Well, obviously, he was in some shit years ago. Because,
Yeah.
like, girls started coming forward, and so he was, like, peeing on him and whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was already... He was in some shit already. And then this thing comes out, and he threatened to sue Lifetime, saying, like, for, like, defamation or whatever.
Defamation of character.
Yeah.
Right.
Not like there's anything else to defame. It's been defamed. I don't think he's... Is he still, like...
Is that the right word?
Out there? What, defamed?
Or deformed.
He's not deformed. I don't.
But
Well, I haven't seen 100% of him, but he's not deformed.
Hey, because we like to get you involved, let us know how stupid we sound right now. I'm pretty
Defamed
sure,
or deformed?
well, a deformation of character.
It's not. It's defamation. You're defaming somebody.
Deformation. I thought it was deformation. Is this the whole whilst thing?
Forgot to turn the Wi-Fi off again.
What does that do?
Oh. Okay. Just in case. I don't know, it might fuck up the recording. But it hasn't yet. No, it's definitely... You know what? I'm going to look this up. We're going to look it up right now. Live.
Stand by. It's a great time to open up your phone.
Talk about some shit.
And let me just go solo here for a minute. Let me rap. As you can see, we're in this home studio, and behind me here we have this lamp, but it's not the most important. We have these books over there. And what's that guy's name? Ty Lopez?
Yeah, he's got way more books than I do.
Yeah, man, all your books are by the same 3 authors.
Yep.
That is a collection.
Yeah, there's definitely a trend. Yeah, it's defamation, you fucking idiot.
Defamation?
Defamation. Why would it be deforming? You're not deforming his character.
Well, I mean, I thought character was a thing, a little ball of Play-Doh, and you're like,
character was this like tangible
and you
thing.
turn it into a Play-Doh snake, and you're whipping that shit around with his R. Kelly
It's
career.
not like a video game. There's not like a character select screen. You're like, I want that one. I want that character.
Man, you gotta be more open-minded. Can you open up Netflix?
Oh, it's the Apple TV. That's so cool, dude.
Bruh, this
that's awesome.
setup we got going on, we have so many machines talking to each other.
Oh, that's why. Because I turned the Wi-Fi off. I'm turning the Wi-Fi back on. Oh my god.
We are live.
Apple TV.
We are here in the southern, westernmost tip of geographical Canada without going over to the greasy Vancouver Island.
Can't shit on them too much. Your girlfriend lives over there.
Oh. For now.
For now. It might be over here. Might be moving the happy couple to the mainland. I hate saying the mainland.
Why you gotta put my business in the street? I ain't going back.
Okay, what the fuck are we talking? There we go. Okay.
Defamation of character. R. Kelly.
The defamation of R. Kelly's character. So yeah, they threatened to sue Lifetime, basically saying like, if you air it, we're gonna sue the fuck out of you. Lifetime said, "Fuck no, we're doing it."
They're like,
Lifetime aired the shit out of that documentary.
They fucking like here. They presented their dick and balls.
Oh, they threw their massive like Lifetime TV balls on the table.
R. Kelly's like, "Yo, suck my dick," and he's like, "Yo, suck this dick."
Suck this dick.
Okay.
So they aired it, and I'm yet to watch it. I want to watch it. I'm so curious. But there's like, I think at least another like 4 or 5 accusations that like come to fruition in the doc. And John Legend's in it. John Legend, he shows up.
He's the guy. He's the Arthur meme guy, right?
Is he? He's the Arthur Fisk guy?
He's the guy who looks like Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm not a big John Legend guy.
He's
Can you tell?
married to Chrissy Teigen. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not even John Legend. It's Chrissy Teigen's husband.
Straight up.
Yeah. So he came forward, and I don't know what he said in it. Like I said, I have to watch it. And then somebody else tweeted having John Legend, or like making a song with John Legend, or not John Legend. Holy fuck. R. Kelly was a mistake, like a huge mistake. I'm like, man, people are shitting on this dude. And I'm like, not like I'm sitting here advocating what he did, but like, you guys didn't see this coming? He was already like in. He was like in the shitter already. That's such a bad phrase considering what he's in trouble for.
That's like not fair.
To who?
I don't
R.
know.
Kelly?
Like, people just got to separate the music from the person. I think. Maybe not though. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just such a touchy subject when it comes to like sexual harassment, whatever. That's so touchy.
And you and I don't have a dog in the race, my guy.
Nope. Not even close.
We're just sitting here watching that dog race.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. That's depressing.
That's sad.
It also just gets into an area where I don't want to get into.
For sure.
That whole shitty, dark path of sexual assault that I just don't want to get into. Something a little bit more happy-go-lucky. The old dude, Silver Fox, Idris Elba. Mm-hmm. You know he's a DJ? And he's DJing at Coachella. The dude has a DJ set at Coachella.
Like, is he making his own music, or does he just play like kind of like a mashup of the hits?
I would hope he's making his own music, but I doubt it.
I'm gonna
I think he's like pulling a Paris Hilton, and he's just kind of like he'll like fade together songs.
I think that's better. I think that's a safe move. I think I would pay money to go see
Idris Elba
or like other famous guy do music things that maybe wasn't his own thing. Like, you know,
I just think that's so funny that like how old is he? Do you know? He's got to be like in the 40s.
Jamie, do you want to pull that up for us?
Yo, Jamie, can you pull up Idris Elba's Wikipedia page, please, or his celebrity birthdays page?
I hope he gets a shot at being Bond. That's pretty cool. So he's a DJ.
He's apparently a DJ now. Idris Elba. 70. He's 46. So I nailed it. I fucking nailed it.
Okay.
So
he's like only a few days older than DJ Pauly D.
Oh. Yeah, man, DJ fucking Pauly. DJ
That's
Pauly
kind of a
D.
shot, but it also says these guys age really well. So
this guy's a silver fox, though. He looks good.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks good for action movies. He doesn't look good for...
that's sick. Good for him.
Oh my god, he's legit. He's on the Coachella artist list. That's so funny.
Gambino.
He's been doing it. He's been doing it for like a minute. He's not like just giving it a shot and like, fuck it, I want to be in Coachella. Let my publicist get me in Coachella and then like try it for the first time. Clearly he's done.
He's
shows.
English.
This is on his own.
Correct. He's English.
Yes.
From England. So for some reason,
from England, yeah.
I'm just kind of picturing like, when he started doing this, is playing that club somewhere in Essex and just, the crowd.
All they listen to is just like deep house.
But like the guys who are coming here from like the Middle East, like, bro, it's best music, bro. This guy plays best tunes. He's #1 DJ. We love.
For sure.
He's best music in Europe, bro.
I wonder what kind of crowd he gets. Probably like the movie buff crowd.
Maybe.
Think he gets the movie buff crowd?
But no, I will vouch for the fact. I hope he's just playing.
This makes me glad that they're live streaming the show this year.
You want to watch it?
For sure, I want to watch his set.
Just his.
100%. Well, yeah.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about anybody. I really don't care about Coachella. That's gonna light a fire that I don't want to be part of. I couldn't care less about Coachella, really. I hate, you know me, I hate festivals. I don't like
That's
festivals.
true. You've been to 2 concerts your whole life.
I don't like festivals, man.
Tell them about your 2 concerts.
The 2 concerts? The first one I'm not ashamed of. I went to Shania Twain as a child. And I will hold that proudly hold that on my shoulder.
Like, why don't you feel proud about the other one, though? Because that guy is equally as cool.
Oh, Childish Gambino. I was like, what fucking was the other concert?
Yeah, you had
Childish
terrible
Gambino
time.
before he retired. Did he retire or did he bring it back?
So, like, he said he would stop. And, knowing us.
Stop being Childish Gambino.
Yeah, he said he was going to stop the music. He didn't. This was before that whole Redbone, and he became, like, really big. But we saw him.
I think he said he was going to drop it, and then Redbone was a banger. And then he's like, I can't.
It was after Redbone. He was like,
was it?
can't top that. Oh. Either way. Guy's a talented guy.
So he's still Gambino.
Oh, yeah.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I went to his concert. You convinced me to go to that concert. Fuck you. That was odd. That was not good. I didn't like that. What month? It was in a cold month. I think it was around
negative.
Was it not?
We were hanging out. The show was in an old World War II hangar. And that, became a fucking agricultural hall where farmers go talk about cattle.
Oh yeah, it's where the petting zoo is.
The petting zoo during the P&E.
Yeah.
And
that's where a concert like that belongs.
It was hot.
It was because it was a shit day. It was a shitty day, so I was wearing like a parka.
Let's just tuck this memory.
I got claustrophobic. I wanted to die. Mm-hmm. I was starting to panic because we got in there like somewhat at the front of the crowd. We were chilling.
And then the people just packed in on top of us.
Yeah. And then this fucking diva decides to show up like 45 minutes late to his set. Meanwhile, I'm having a panic attack mid-crowd.
Yeah.
Like, I'm head down, just like trying not to die. Like, having the biggest crisis of my life.
I feel you for that. I feel bad that you felt that way. But, I mean...
We had fun as a crew, I think. I loved the ride home. I was a big fan of the ride home. I love that part.
I have like no retort for that. I was just You're the only guy who like doesn't have fun at concerts.
I hate them. I can't stand them. I'd rather listen to the music at home, or like on a good set of speakers. I'm the shittiest person. This is making me sound so shitty.
Hey, everybody's their own person.
What else do I have here? I was gonna ask about weirdest jobs. We haven't really had weird jobs. You've had like 4 in your whole
I've
life.
tried
You've held
some
on to
weird
jobs
things.
for.
I've
Yeah,
tried.
your work experience is so eclectic. Like you're so, is that the right word? I was
Jamie,
diverse.
can you pull that up for us?
What, the-
eclectic? It's definitely diverse is the right
Diverse
word.
is
But
the
let's
right
see if
word.
eclectic worked.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Okay.
How do you spell eclectic? I'm actually
Eclectic,
curious.
that was
Does it work?
not. That wasn't dumb.
Hey,
That works.
Finally,
Right on.
I got it. But let's go with diverse. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. You've had more jobs than I have, for where we are.
Sure.
In life.
Sure.
But I think in terms of like how diverse they were,
Oh yeah, man.
all over the map. You've
But-
been on land, you've been on sea, you've been in the air.
I've never worked in the air, but I've tried to.
I've been a paratrooper. I've been a scuba diver.
My career path has encompassed all forms of transportation, excluding rail.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you haven't been on.
Yeah,
I've laid off the rails.
diploma in automotive, tried to fly planes after that. Now currently working on the water.
On the water. I'm
Serving-
a professional swimmer.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, that's not what you are. That's why I don't know. That's what I think you do. You just go to work and just dive in.
I was on a swim team at a young age.
Yeah.
I couldn't swim as a kid, and my mother just
I
said,
got cut. Well, oh, why? I
"No,
couldn't
like,
swim.
my mom was like, well, you can't swim." And I was like, "All right, so I'm just gonna live with that my whole life." She's like, "No, we signed you up for the team." Awesome.
You're gonna learn how to swim.
Usually
In the
the-
most stressful environment ever, on a swim
It
team.
was literally the anchor, man.
Like they kept me out of the water my entire childhood, where every other kid was getting thrown into the deep end with water wings.
Oh, yeah.
And like learning, you're just like parents are like, nope, we're gonna hold them out, because this is where everybody starts to panic. 13, no, not 13. That's a little late. 9 years old, like don't know how to swim. Like Keith, honey, signed you up for the swim team. Like, I beg your pardon? What? I don't know how to swim.
again?
You're like, yeah, no, you're gonna learn.
You'll figure
Amongst
it out.
like future star like athletes.
I don't do that. Figure it out.
you're gonna figure it the fuck out. Yeah, swim. Hey, I don't do that. I can't do that. You're gonna.
You're gonna.
Dude, this is good life lesson here. Sink or swim, man.
Bless.
Just like heading into your teen years, like where people are the most emotional and. Ugh. Okay, so we're fucking dumb because we went off on such a tangent. We didn't realize that the goddamn recording stopped. So, we're just gonna finish that. We're not gonna finish that story. We're gonna wash our hands.
This is our get out of jail free card.
100%. We're just gonna wash our hands of that previous story. We're gonna move on. Even though I think we went on for a good like 5 or 6 minutes. So that was like 5 or 6 minutes of shit you're never gonna
We
hear.
kept going.
unless we just throw in the camera audio.
The gun was not loaded.
What if we just throw in the camera audio for like the 4 minutes? I also just spat. I'm so sorry. The
Leak action.
If we just like cut to the camera audio for like 4 minutes and then have it jump back and just the
think-
most jank setup ever.
I think sure. If you contribute to Patreon, we'll send you that 5 minutes.
Dude, it was some juicy shit for sure. You're gonna want it.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. This is such a random. I hate like segueing like this. It's so like unnatural. But I was watching this thing earlier, and it basically got me thinking because we technically didn't go to university or college. I guess we didn't go there. We didn't because we did post secondary. Or you did more so, I guess.
You went.
Well, post secondary education is literally anything.
You attended the university.
And I think, in my case, I think I'm just doing an online course through the university. I wouldn't say I attended the
Dude,
university.
for your sake, who gives a shit? It's always
I go to university.
It's a dick measuring contest anyway.
Because I think this is my thing with it was like I can't say I've attended university because it's like I think saying you attend a university is like you go along with everything that kind of goes with the university.
Dorm,
which we skip.
lots of books, living like at school.
Yeah, living on a budget, paying an arm and a leg for one book, and like getting invited to no frat parties. I assume that's what it would have been. And like we're like mid-20s at this point, and so like those days are long gone. And I was like, did I like regret not being part of like university or college life? And I was like, no, not even close.
No, man. Can you imagine like
not at all?
Imagine going through with it and like experiencing what I'm sure.
I think I would be a way shittier person if I went to university.
Perhaps,
but if that's even possible.
I think from a different standpoint, like some of you viewers maybe have gone through this where you like, you know, you committed all this time and just a lot of money to something, and
it's like a degree that's not gonna.
Well, hopefully you saw it through. Having a degree is great, but like, you know, you're walking around with this degree and you're like, I have no interest going into it.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that, and I did the thing when I graduated high school that I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a year off, and just like for sure I'm gonna go back to university, and I just like never went, and then like you go through a couple of things. Same thing as
dude,
like,
you didn't even travel in that year. Though.
I didn't. No, I just like worked.
We have to.
But I also, I had like fun jobs.
Yeah,
I had like a fun.
Staying on topic, 20s. We need to touch on the fact that he hasn't traveled. We need to just expose you for the.
I haven't traveled. I would love to travel, with like with a companion.
But
wink, wink.
But you don't want to stay in a hostel.
I don't. No, that's it. I don't have the biggest urge to like backpack the world. That's like not my style. I would like go. I don't like for 2 months at a time. That's like not. I don't know. Some people like that, some people don't. You're one that does, and I'm one that doesn't like that kind of travel. I'll go to like, if I went to like, I'll go to Asia for like 2 weeks, and then that's fine. And then like the next year or whatever, if I'm at some point where I can take multiple trips a year, I'll go like 1 or 2 weeks at a time to like a place, but I'm not gonna backpack across a place.
All right, allow me to retort. You're saying that like I'm that kind of guy?
The fuck did you just call me?
That's fair. I'm flattered. Nah.
Just call me a retort?
Dude, backpacking is, like, for good reason. I know why you don't want to do it, because it's not comfortable. It's like, your first day, you get on a long flight.
Also, the backpack is enormous. It's so big.
It depends. A lot of people, some people get by. You know, I had just a duffel bag with, like, 3 shirts, 2 pairs of shorts. It's pretty greasy. You wear the same shirt for 5 days, but whatever.
Fuck.
As long as your you know, toiletries are all in shape, a good swipe of deodorant.
You've seen my bathroom, my toiletries, like.
It's all good in the hood. I
think that would just be like a month or so that just like.
Let me do what I do.
I would have to buzz my hair, and then by the time I got back, it would be grown again.
Well, yeah, you don't want to get that nappy surfer hair.
Yeah, oof.
That would bother me. Having really naughty
Jay
hair.
Alvarez hair.
Yeah. Hey,
have you seen that guy? Have you seen Jay Alvarez?
I never really followed him. I just thought, what an ass. Come on, man.
Definitely like handsome guy. Didn't know he was Hawaiian, and then when I heard him talk, I'm like, really? That's interesting. But he talks like he's not like stunning, which is so fucking irritating. He talks like he's not so good looking. Like it's definitely his personality.
Am I supposed to talk a certain way because I'm good looking?
Should I change the way that I talk? I'm clearly fine. I'm doing fine. But like he talks in a way that he thinks it's not the fact that he's a 12 out of 10 that like allows him to not to like get girls. I say it like the shittiest way to say that, to get girls. And I'm like, bullshit. It's not. It's your face. It's this right here. That right there, and like that fucking just like the dick line that's just like that there, and like the surfer abs. That's what's getting the girls, not your. It's not the personality, man.
No, not his rich vernacular. He's a very smart guy. I don't know. Follow the guy.
He's not. I mean, I'm sure he is. I'm not going to discredit the guy. Doesn't talk. I would say he's holistically knowledgeable. Is that a term?
We're out here being completely.
I'm shitting on probably the best looking guy.
We're being completely stupid. Saying stuff on the internet, talking about other stupid people who we think are stupid, probably way smarter than us.
Episode 2, I talk shit about Logan Paul. Go check out episode 2.
Yeah, rewind.
I don't care. I don't really care about that. His podcast is
bring it way back to episode 2, and then come back to 5.
3 weeks ago.
Skip around like one of those books where you never took one out in the library in elementary school, but that other kid did.
Yeah, they used to have books in libraries.
And then you flip around and it's a little adventure in the book, and you're like, oh, what a cool book, and you never really saw from that kid again. He's a weirdo.
Man, we went off on some shit there. I asked about college.
Oh yeah,
You ever
yeah.
you regret like not being part of like the party scene of college, university? College is so American.
Do I regret not being part of this college? No.
I say this like pretty. I'm okay with saying like I've never been to a frat party. I just like never wanted to go.
That's fair.
With the amount of people that we knew that were like in university and like in frats and whatever, I just like never went. I just never wanted to go. It was just not something. I don't know. Once I got to like 21, 20.
Oh, really wore off.
I was just like, fuck, dude. These are just like dudes I don't want to hang around.
Really wore off.
And like being the like I worked in nightclubs and stuff. And I was just like, dude, these people fucking just
It's exhausting.
it's a totally different type of person, and it's so exhausting.
Yeah, when you see it from the service standpoint, it's exhausting.
And like looking at it, yeah, you look at it like sober. You look at like shit-faced dudes like trying to like run game on these girls, these like hopeless girls.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing as like a guy. You're like, man, I don't know, dog. This ain't it, chief. I don't
This
think so.
ain't it.
And then like we went to Calgary. We all went to Calgary. I was like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
you were there. And I was just like, because I worked in nightclubs, it totally ruined clubbing. Like it ruined clubbing for me. I think like after when I was like, as soon as I turned 22, I was like, I didn't go again until I think I was 24.
Let's just catch everybody up. We went to Calgary in 2015 on Thanksgiving weekend. Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. October.
Went to Banff.
We went to Banff ski resort town. And we went to like the club in town, the Dancing Sasquatch, if you're watching. Yeah, we
Shout out, man.
dig those time machines.
Thanks for the hospitality, dude.
Pretty sure there was ecstasy in them. Yeah, triple vodka with a Monster Energy drink and orange juice. Okay.
Just put them so on blast for serving like borderline illegal beverages. Very cool. Don't stop doing that, by the way, but don't shut them down.
Thanks for a memorable trip,
They're
just
nice
from
people.
how bizarre an experience that was.
Mm-hmm.
And inviting your mascot's mom into the club.
Yeah. Very fun. Very accommodating. Thanks, guys.
Let's get off the Dancing Sasquatch. Let's get
Yeah, everybody hop off the dancing.
back
Sasquatch.
to, I want to comment on the missing the college thing. No, because we created our own like party scene of people who weren't doing the college grind.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, we had a conglomerate of the working Joes.
We started a cult.
Yeah.
We started a cult of non-college goers.
And the people who want to drink on Wednesday.
For sure. Yep. Yeah, started doing that, and then I would say we turned 20. That lasted a year and a half, 2 years.
And then 22
I think
came around.
22, 23 came around, and we're like, man, it's so boring.
This is boring.
And you get like an adult job. And you're like, there you go. Things kind of change a bit, and you work more. And you're like, and then you get to that point where it's like you can't deal with a hangover like 21-year-old you did.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being able to
You don't have the gusto.
absolutely demolish a hangover where it was just like I would just wake up, I would have something to eat, and be so like good to go. I'd be like A1 again. And then, but now, you ask me now, dude. Oh my god, I've never wanted to like blow my brains out more than like after a night of drinking. Oh fuck, and I feel like 99.9% of the population above 22 can attest to that.
Yeah. Yo, I just...
Except for like the one superhero, the guy on fucking Rogan's podcast who's like, yeah, no, dude, I don't get a hangover, dude. No.
That superhero, you know who
Yeah.
that superhero is? Episode 4, the guy in the BMW parked like an asshole at the ferries. Please, when you're watching this, comment and say we're
Pause the
both...
video, go back to episode 4.
Yeah.
Leave a comment of where we were in episode 5. This is confusing. Where we were in episode 5, and then come back to episode 5 and keep
Strict
watching.
instructions, the Da Vinci Code here, man. And then call us a pussy. So that we can...
Welcome back to episode 5.
And then on episode 6, we're going to make fun of you for calling us pussy.
Yeah, we're gonna give everyone who calls us a pussy. We're gonna give a shout out. Yeah, we're gonna shout you out. So
Big shout
Call
out.
us a
Yo.
pussy with your IG handle in the
Straight
comment.
up, just roast us. We already know this is embarrassing.
Yeah. Roast me in my brand new white hoodie.
Does it have anything on the back? Any back logos there?
It does, yeah. Shout out New York. I don't know. I can actually camera it. It's pretty long on the back. There's an essay on the back.
Don't
here.
turn around.
I won't. I don't plan on it.
Yeah.
But
All right.
this is no okay. So on this topic, is it weird that to like wear a brand new thing like immediately or no?
No.
It's not.
Certain garments you want to wash right away.
Yeah, but like if I buy a new jacket or a new sweater like I did, you want to wear that right away, or like as soon as possible, right? Otherwise, you like wouldn't have bought it. You buy it because you want to wear it.
Yeah, you buy it. Like, I had good advice from.
I had an ex-girlfriend who like every time she would give me shit for it. Like I would buy a thing, and like wear it either if we were like going out again, I would like wear it, or the next day I would like try and build an outfit around it and wear it. And I'm like, that's not weird because otherwise I wouldn't have bought it.
That's only for Girl World. Girl World is the only time when like you can wear one thing once and then fuck it, just burn it, right? Because everyone's gonna remember that one time you wore it.
I mean, I don't know how anybody else shops, but for me personally, the way I shop is like if I see something, or if I like want something, I've already built like an outfit around it, so I buy it, and then I want to wear that outfit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Are you following?
From a non-fashion guy, sure. Yeah, I buy a shirt, I want to wear it. I'm gonna wear that shirt for like 2 days.
If I buy a shirt, I want to wear it.
Spaghetti
No
sauce
shit.
on it.
So yeah, I don't think that was weird. And every time I would do that, she'd be like, "You're really weird for doing that," because she would buy something, and it would be like at least 2 weeks before I would see her wearing it. I'm like, why? Not like anybody's seen you in it.
Because she's part of Girl World, man. Girls, they can't do that.
I can't deal with Girl World, dude.
Girl World, crazy.
It's a lot.
Thank you for making the movie Mean Girls, because it gives us guys an insight to what it's like to be in Girl World. Next on the
I was
docket.
gonna talk about dating. Because weren't we talking about something like no?
Let's take that
we were
opportunity-
talneed about relationship related.
We'll take that,
and was
an
something.
opportunity to miss that one.
We're gonna do that eventually at some point. I think if we get people, we need to find like some dating stories that we can give our expertise, our advice on our amateur level
Hold
advice.
on. For all you fucking amateur daters over here who don't know how to take a girl out and really expand her mind.
From like 50% of us that it's in a relationship here. I'm single as shit, dude. But I'm working on it. Because this is what I was also saying. Like you met your lady on Bumble. Mm-hmm. It's working out. It's worked out.
Yeah,
so far.
So far.
Up to this point. And I'm not like, I've seen way worse cases of like Tinder usage, like tenfold. I'm like, I do a couple of scrolls a day, or like, for a little bit. I've never at any point have I like exceeded my limit of swipes. Never done that. Or like I used to do that back in the day, and then I deleted it and I got it back, and now I'm way more picky.
Yeah.
Because I think what I'm looking for has definitely changed.
Keep your standards high.
Yeah. So like, definitely more picky. I'm not just like doing the Running Man. I'm not doing
Uggos
that
only.
Okay. Where the fuck was I going with this?
Worst bad use of Tinder?
I had something in my head before, and I was like, I want to talk about this. I don't remember. This is so bad.
Tinder was your seg for it.
I literally had Tinder / meeting girls.
Meeting girls.
No idea, because this is the thing. It's like we don't go out that much, so it's like it's tough to like meet new people. Because we like when we do go out, it's usually like local, as in we stay in like the same general area. Mm-hmm. And I think definitely like try to expand our horizons. I think that needs to be done. I think we need to expand like our repertoire of locations.
We're having a moment of growth here.
We are. We're definitely
For a couple of friends that we're gonna try to
squad
we're
talk.
gonna get
Squad
out
talk
there.
moment of growth.
We're gonna get out there. We're gonna meet some new people, some fresh faces for 2019.
We're gonna hope so. By the end of the year, I'm gonna be wifed.
Oh,
That's a big ass because it's January 5th. Yeah, it is. It's January 5th.
Okay.
I think it'll be the end of January by the time you guys listen to this.
to the female viewer,
think-
to the one female viewer. Hey, look at this guy.
Mom, you don't count.
Mom,
But anybody you might know.
we're so proud of you, sweetie.
She would. She'll never. I hope she never finds this.
Oh,
She'll
well,
be so mad that I say the word fuck on the internet.
Leave it to Beaver that I'm gonna fucking send it to her.
She would flip her wig if she saw me saying fuck on the
Cutting Paul's hair. Hey, have you seen this?
internet. Just like, yep, right
Hey,
there.
look at that.
No, even like because when we did the drunk questions video 5 years ago, I'm like, there's no way she would be okay with this. So every swear had to be like censored.
Oh, did you
I censored the entire video.
Oh man.
And that was rough. That was a lot of work. But even like every song I used to write, was always like either clean or like could say one shit, and like that was it. It was like one of those things where you get one.
Shit's really easy to slide in there too.
Shit's a good one because it's like, oh, it's just kind.
Fuck is hard.
Yeah, fuck's a hard one.
And like even
and
when
like
you
even
say
saying
like
the word bitch.
Is that your mom's kind of rule though? It was like bitches.
I think it's a little bit more lenient now because like I'm an adult, so like I can get away with it. But I've never like sworn like to her face. I'm seeing people like to their moms, like swear like to their parent. I'm like, man, how do you do that? If I'm like telling a story, I'm like, man, that's some shit, or like whatever.
That
like,
is mad respect. Good for you.
I've like never sworn to my parents. I'm definitely more casual around my dad.
I get like for sure really up about stuff, and I get like really upset, and like mom is always like, they're like, all right, let's hear it, and I'll be like,
let's hear it, let it out, give me one,
and like
she'll give you like a
the
budget.
ice cream machine was fucking broken, fuck you.
Oh,
fucking
the ice cream
motherfuckers. Like for sure we all were teenagers and playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and saying the bad words, because anytime you die, it's not because you suck.
I don't know how as a child I managed to avoid that, because we were at the peak of like a Modern Warfare 2 like online lobby where like an 11-year-old was gonna like track you down and kill your family. This was like before swatting was
Nah, man, they weren't that messed up. They were more about having sex with your mother.
According to them, a lot of people have had sex with my mother. So, according to like that 11-year-old on Modern Warfare 2.
Is that why you're so ugly?
Don't cut that. Oh.
I mean, no, see, that's kind of a cop-out. You take it upon yourself to roast them through genes.
But like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, you see that thing on Instagram where it's like, I don't think kids these days could handle like a COD, like a Call of Duty online lobby, like a lobby itself. Before you even get in the game, just like wherever they put every player, just like they dump every online player just in a pool. And they're like, here, just talk to each other for 30 seconds.
Hey,
like
get
while
along.
the shit loads in. And you're like, yeah, don't say anything frowned upon though. That's why, like, I don't know, man. Fucking like this is gonna lose a lot of viewers, but I hate Fortnite.
Dude, bless.
Fuck fork knife, dude.
That's what this podcast is really about.
The first thing,
like Fortnite players doing your
let me just discuss
dance.
So we're on episode 5 now. This has been on my shit to read. This is number 1. The first thing I ever wrote down to talk about on the podcast, and it just never came up, was Fortnite and like gaming. I'm like, we just never brought it up. But now episode 5, and I'm so relieved that
Before
we're
we
bringing
get
it
you
up.
wound up though, let me ask: have you ever downloaded and played it?
Nope.
Okay, I did for a bit.
Never will.
Yeah, it's nauseating. It's truly.
I just don't understand the appeal, and this is gonna get gamers so pissed. I just don't get the appeal.
We're not
'Cause
really
literally,
huge gamers.
The most
so.
recent episode of TMG, they're like, they go on about how it's basically like this paradigm shift in gaming, and I'm like, is it?
That's verbatim what they said.
Yeah, verbatim, quote unquote, a paradigm shift in game. And I'm like, I don't know about that. That's a huge reach. Also, the weirdest thing to me is like, love you guys to death, man, but like Cody's 27 and Noel's like almost 30. And like, that's just to me, like I think you can get away at that age playing something like Call of Duty a little bit more like on the realistic side. Or like even like Battlefield or whatever, something like that. Mm-hmm. But Fortnite, now I have fork knife in my head. Fucking Fartnite, dude. Fortnite to me, it's so animated and silly. I can't advocate it for like someone above like 19.
You listen to their podcast though, but like
I know.
Get it. I'm not a fan.
That's
either.
like a part where I kind of check out, where I'm like, oh, they're gonna go on for 10 minutes about Fortnite.
I'm not a fan either, but I mean, like, I'll hear what they're saying. They like it.
I hear what they're saying.
Laid back.
I hear what they're saying. I pay for it. I pay to hear what they say.
Right on.
I pay money, but I'm like, that's just, I don't know, and I can't get behind it. I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't get the appeal about it. Like, it's just like, it's also, yeah, like you said, it's fucking just nausea. I get like vertigo watching gameplay. Cause I'm like, you're moving so fast. I sound 67 years old right now. I sound like somebody's dad. What is this? What is this?
What in tarnation?
What in tarnation are you doing right now? What is this?
Why don't you go ride a bike?
Go outside. I don't know why we're immediately from like the south.
Because they're the only people who are really standing up for their wholesome rights. Whereas liberal dads would be like, yeah, I'm
Let
gonna get
them
on
play.
Fortnite with you, son. I'm Fortnite dad on Xbox.
I'm
Fortnite dad. Fortnite dad.
Fortnite dad. What's nice and quirky? 69? Is that what you kids talk about these days? Fortnite dad. Fartnite dad 69?
420XX Fortnite dad 69.
XXX.
I'm part of the Peter
That is
clan.
such
All
a-
of us Peters, we get together.
That
and
is such
we-
a COD gamer tag to go like XXX something XXX or like
Oh,
69
man.
something
You
69.
couldn't have anything original.
No, it was so hard. Speaking of gamer tags, holy shit. So, this isn't new by now, but like Red Dead, obviously, we gamed it pretty hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if did you ever like find out the little Easter egg in there that, and it's a little Family Guy Easter egg. It was like, if you go to name your horse, you can, do you read?
No,
Have I lost you already?
I can't wait.
Oh, it's good. You know, so if you ever remember the episode, they put a language block on naming your horse Sarah J. Parker. You can't name your horse Sarah J. Parker or Sarah Jessica Parker
Holy
because
cow.
in Family Guy they reference it says she looked like a horse, which I
Nice.
thought was probably one of the funniest Easter eggs in a video game I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's funny.
Like that is so good.
They call a lot of people horses in that, man.
I
Penelope Cruz is one
love
of
that
them.
game. I'm not gonna lie. It was an incredible game.
Yeah.
And
It'd be cool for the next 5 years.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think it'll have the same longevity as like Grand Theft Auto did. Mm-hmm. But because I don't think in terms of like downloadable content and like additions to an 18th century, was it to 20th century? Sorry,
Yeah.
a 20th century game. Like you can't add much to a 20th century game.
Yeah, man.
So but I think because like the map is huge, like so big, you can do like anything you want in it. And I think like the possibilities are endless with like the amount of like random encounters. Jesus, random encounters. I think that's like I think it's gonna be popular. And I sound like such a piece of shit right now because just like shitting on Fortnite and like, but my whole cup of tea is like realistic gameplay, which is what like I'm a huge GTA fan. And then we played Ghost Recon. Like we gamed Ghost Recon a bit. Yeah. I
remember-
dude, when I'm like, oh man, I love the realism. It's so good. And I'm like sneaking through the woods. As I'm finishing that sentence, a helicopter crashes into a base, and they're like, "Yeah, realistic for sure."
Super real, and my
Super
character
real, and I'm dead.
unscathed,
Like
Just-
super real, and I'm dead.
dropping dudes. I love the realistic gameplay.
So good. You can't beat that, man. That's chart topper.
I think
for
they've
realism.
tried realistic games, and I think they're just frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's like that's such a fine line, which I think like Ghost Recon did. Like they wrote that line pretty well. And
What was that game actually called? Ghost Recon
Wildlands.
Wildlands.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Hit us up with some merch.
And,
Ghost Recon Wildlands. We'd love a T-shirt.
Would we?
I don't
Any
know.
any free merch is good merch.
You guys got any old like socks?
Just give me like some Tom Clancy stuff you're not selling anymore.
Dude, books. Some of his books.
Some of Tom Clancy's books, yeah.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say. Wow.
That flies back.
Do you mind, Fly?
And our next-
We're not doing guests yet.
Not today.
Not yet. I think one last. Wow, dude. This is gonna be a long episode, guys.
We're gonna
I'm
do
glad
an
you guys
hour.
have stuck around for this long. This is probably gonna go.
We're gonna film for an hour,
this is
and
gonna
we're
be an
gonna
hour.
mash it up. Make
gonna be an
a couple episodes out of it.
I don't know. We might keep this one an hour. I might keep this one. A 1 hour episode, episode 5. This is a landmark.
Yeah, milestone.
This is a good milestone.
All right,
Yeah, landmark. I don't know why I said that.
right on.
Yeah, milestone. Episode 5. So I was watching this podcast earlier, viewing the competition and whatever. And so do you remember back, I think it was like months ago, it might have been last year, those two like surfer dudes from like SoCal, they went into like the courthouse to basically try and like oppose like the city's decision to like ban house parties. And let me see. Basically what they were doing, and they're like so surfer like what's up dudes, I'm here, I'm Chad, and I'm a huge fan of house parties here, and I think it does great for like the the morale of the city to have everybody get together, and like it's gonna be a real shame to the city and like the vibe of the city if you shut down house parties and let them be no longer. Like people need to vibe, people need to like link and meet, and like that's how you meet people. I'm like, man. And so basically it was this fool.
He's the wrong spokesperson.
Yeah. Basically, you can look that up on your own. I'm not going to play the clip. But basically, so he has his own podcast now.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to shout it out. But basically, they had Jimmy Tatro and Christian Pierce on.
Oh, shit.
And so that's the only reason I clicked on it, because like they don't really do
it's
interviews.
a sweet appearance.
Yeah. So I was pretty into it. So I was listening to it. And these guys, like... These guys talk exactly how I feel like we would talk if we went to college. It was so bad. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get the whole way.
Did you even get through?
I couldn't get through the whole thing. No. And I'm like, because I'm like, wow, it's not even an act. They really do talk like this. Like it's them. It's who they are. This is Chad, and that's JT.
That's tough.
It's pretty rough.
That's rough.
And like you can see, even like Jimmy and Christian are like. Man, and these Jimmy and Christian are the epitome of like frat dudes, because that's what they did. That's their come up was frat videos.
But they actually learned something,
and they weren't like frat,
there.
but they weren't like actual like they were in frats, but they weren't like frat dudes.
They learned something.
These guys are the epitome of a frat dude, like this California frat dude with like 4 brain cells, and I hated every minute of it.
Yikes!
And I'm actually embarrassed to say that I gave them a view. But I've given people like Logan Paul views too, so I've sat through a couple of his podcasts. You don't mind
drinking the Kool-Aid, I guess.
Oh God. Yeah, no, I can get through that.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
All
right, we need to let's get on to some funny.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's get some funnies going here. Let's get a couple of yucks in before the hour.
What do you got?
What do I got? What happened today for us? We're gonna recap our day. That was funny.
We saw that guy with a long rat tail.
The rat tail, this dude.
That was funny.
Holy Moses.
He looked very stereotypical Asian. Like everything about him was stereotypical Asian, whatever you want to assume that is. He was just like clean, like tight haircut, like slick back,
for like the
and then.
Rat tail.
Boy turns around, and it was it was rat tail on steroids. It was like a horse. It was a horse tail. He looked like a chartered accountant from the front.
Grew a Huckleberry Finn raccoon skin hat.
Yeah, dude was doing my taxes head on, and as soon as he went by, he was selling drugs to minors.
It was the new mullet. It was kind of like
it's the new mullet.
Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings, but the wrong. So this shouldn't be like a racist at all thing.
No,
but
anybody can have this. A white dude can have this.
No, but like also what we notice is that like we're not used to like the Asian style, and we were kind of curious like,
we don't know.
Do you guys flex like this at home?
Oh yeah.
or do you just come here and buy the really expensive, the strange expensive products that Gucci makes? And
dude was wearing, it was like an. If I could put anime, I almost said anime again. If I could put anime as like a camo style, like if you can get like an anime camouflage,
yeah,
that's like what it was. That's as outrageous of a camo as I could think of. It's just like if I mushed anime together, and just like threw it on a piece of clothing. That's like what it would look like to me.
We are really ignorant people. Just truly.
That was probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
We're not bigots. We're just really ignorant. We make fun of like Southern folk and like yokels, but really, that's us. We're the shut-in ignorant dummies.
No doubt. I'm not even going to argue with that. I don't even have like a retort.
There's no doubt.
That's also the second time you said retort, and then I said retort. I couldn't think of another word.
Retort?
Rebuttal. That's not a rebuttal, because I'm not arguing back with you.
I like
rebuttal
using the word retort from Pulp Fiction, when he's breaking into that guy's house, and he's like, oh, did I interrupt you? Yeah, that's me using the word
I want to watch
retort.
that movie. I want to know the next movie I need to watch. I don't know. Any recommendations? You gave me a couple of recommendations before, like last week.
This week's movie that we're gonna watch.
You gave me like scary movie recommendations, and I saw something today, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! I resonate with that for sure." And it was basically saying like, nobody watches, like nobody goes in the room. It's like I'm gonna watch a horror movie like by myself in my room, except a psychopath.
You can't say nobody, but like
I accept a psychopath.
except
Unless you sit in your room alone and watch horror movies, I feel like you're nervous because you do that.
but what if the title is misleading and you know, some people watch a movie and like,
You
oh,
turn
it's,
it off.
It's this.
You turn it off. I'm not gonna sit and continue a horror movie.
But then maybe you're like, maybe it's just the one scene, and then it keeps getting
I'm gonna get. Let's just see what it's like.
crazier and crazier. Like okay, like A Quiet
Okay,
Place.
axe through the dome from like a dude that breaks through the door on like some.
Pause.
All right.
You guys want to see a really fucked up movie? It's called Bone Tomahawk. It's got Kurt Russell. And
You're
you'll
the
see.
weirdest movie taste.
Yeah.
How do you find
It's
these?
a western. It's a western up until like the last 30 minutes, and you're gonna hate me. Comment what you think of that scene. It is just disturbing.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Again, how do you find these? It's
I'm gonna
like
call
it's
it-
clearly in your recommended because you've watched shit like this before.
Because I'll watch like A Fistful of Dollars with Clint Eastwood and be like, hey, maybe you'll like
Yeah,
Bone
so you're
Tomahawk.
you're in like the Clint Eastwood avenue, so it's just like there you go. Here's a bunch of this shit.
I'll tell you about it after
Like I
the
did.
mic's off.
I watched Hateful Eight after you recommended it. That was a great movie, by the way. That's also not new, so I don't know what I'm talking like.
It's a fun
new.
film.
Yeah, it is a good film.
It is new. Hey, thanks for coming by.
All right, that's
our
actually
cue.
a good time for the camera to turn off.
That's our cue.
That is the cue. So, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up now. Thanks for tuning in to episode 5 again, guys. I keep doing this finger thing
They can't see.
that they
you.
can't see, but I'm pressing my fingers.
Look what I'm doing to the camera. You don't know.
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
You'll never know. Yeah, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode 5. This one went super long. This is borderline a double episode, a special episode, I would say. I'm
This
gonna
is
label
the
it.
double feature,
This is
the
special.
all-male special.
We DP'd our episodes. We just DP'd our episodes. You're welcome, guys.
I don't like how you use the initials for that set of words.
You'd rather I say
Duplicated. Thank you.
yep. That was definitely what I was going for. Oh, we dill pickled them for sure. That was
for
so
sure.
so lame.
What a stretch.
That was so lame. That was painful. And then we're just keeping this going on longer. All right, I'm going to actually outro this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. All the other episodes, we might keep them going on an hour, but this one for sure is definitely an hour because I'm looking at it. But until next week, guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 5. It's been real. I'm going to go find some food because I'm kind of hungry now.
It's time for some chicken strips.
Gonna go for chicken strips again after every episode. I'm just gonna make it a thing. All right, guys, take care. See you later.
Yeah.